Two spotters.
Two spotters and a cranial.
Alright, listen up. This guy, his name was Colonel Ritter. Shut up! They came to Colonel Ritter. He was a Korea war vet, a jet pilot. Flew to Korea, came back to the States. He lived in California, East Coast. He was all over the place. He was a GCA controller at one point. And they said, hey, you want to take control of a HMM helicopter squad? He said, I've never flown a helicopter or seen one. He said, alright, you want it? He said, fuck yeah. So he went out and he took control of HMM 265. When he showed up, they were flying the UH-34 Seahorse. Anyone ever seen a picture of that thing?
Oh yeah!
That was the first helicopter this squadron ever flew. The second one, the CH-46 Alpha. Woo! In 1964, we were the first squadron to ever fly the CH-46. Rah? Woo! So he shows up, brand new helicopter, brand new crews. The first pilot ever flew it, became the test pilot and the instructor. The second pilot was the bitch.
And it's been that
pilot was his bitch, and the fourth pilot was his. That's how it went until the squadron was built up. Right? They took that helicopter up north, they took it to Fort Drum, New York. They tested it in the snow. They got it figured out. They wrote the NATOPS on how to fly a helicopter in icing. Because they crashed a shitload of them, they fought it out about every engine they had in the ice. They realized they had to turn on that anti-icing.
Oh yeah!
A lot of work. Said, you better take this thing down and see what we can do in dry heat. They took it to Puerto Rico. This is where our story began. In a CH-46 helicopter squadron in Puerto Rico in 1970. Imagine what a shit show that was. Alright, so they show up, they test it out. It turns out it's pretty good with dry heat. Not too bad, it can carry less, it flies well, it maintains well. Well, they get a ton of liberty. One night, the CEO, Colonel Ritter, is hanging out at the Oak Club. This is where it all begins.
How many times are you going to begin?
At that time, Wimpy Wibbler, the first lieutenant, it's a little too much to drink and he grabs the CO. He says, hey, sir, you gotta come with me, you gotta check this shit out. Come back to my hooch. CO says, well, shit, it's the end of the night, I'm shit faced. He goes back to his hotel room. They walk in there, he opens up his bathroom. And there he's got this fucking 8-foot-tall wicker throne built around his toilet. And he had bought this throne, he saw it out in town, he thought it was badass. He's like, you know, this thing's cool as hell. Brought it home, put it over his toilet, cut out the middle of the chair, so he could sit on a throne while he was taking a shit.
I bet he didn't put the seat down.
Wouldn't do that. So, you know, the CEO looks at it and he goes, alright, good to go. That looks like something I could drink out of. Whatever.
Of course.
And they go over and they pass out. And as far as he knows, that's the end of the story. 3 days later, they fly back onto the ship to come back to the States. The CEO gets on the ship first, goes down to his stateroom, and he's hanging out. Now he hears HMM 265 arriving. And he says, what the fuck, I'm already on board. What could possibly going on right now? So he goes up, and for those of you who haven't been on the boat, you'll know, if you get piped aboard, that's how they pipe aboard the CO. So he goes up on top ship, top side. He's looking around, he's like, what the fuck is going on? He sees this 46 flying in from the horizon with that very same fucking toilet hanging external. So Wimpy Wibbler took the statement, I can drink out of that, as an order. And he brought that fucking toilet aboard the ship, alright? So they brought it on the ship, and when it landed, they had every junior officer on the ship lining the side rails, and they piped it on, and they were the side boys, and they carried that toilet into the stateroom of the CO. And since that day, in 1964, that toilet has gone everywhere the CO has gone. That toilet has gone to Vietnam, that toilet has gone to the Philippines, it's gone fucking everywhere you've been, and way more. Alright? Now, the last thing we need is for that toilet to stop going anywhere this squadron goes. I will say, a couple modifications. That toilet started out as a toilet bowl with a tank on the back. And they filled that tank with beer. They brought it to a mess night, and if you got fined, you flushed the toilet. What came into the bowl, you scooped out and drank. That's an modification we might need to work on. However, there has never been a mess night, a dining in, a squadron function, and the squadron has never gone to a country without breaking this toilet. Okay? Now, this one has been passed on for about a year because the last one got broken in the Philippines.
Thanks, Glenn.
We retired.
Glenn's a terrible pilot.
However, The important thing is, you know, the general, the CEO, they talked about where we've come from and where we're going and the challenges we face. The important thing about success, nobody who's ever been successful will ever tell you that they forgot where they came from, right? This is part of where we came from, and this is going where we're going, right? To be successful, this Thunder Mug is coming with us. Okay, the junior officers of this squadron are charged with protecting this Thunder Mug. When you know who, the flight line.
Wait till our airframes get a hold of that shit.
When you see a weakness in their defenses, it is your duty to identify to them and protect the CO. That this Thunder Mug never be stolen by anyone outside this squadron. Okay? We defend it, you check our honor and integrity, and we protect the CO. And this Thunder Mug goes everywhere we go.
Stack of
Now it's become tradition that we earn it back from you. Tonight, I believe we have settled an agreement.
Hey,
That
I
seat
would
is
like
not
to,
fit from human butt cheeks.
if I may.
His tired.
As a dragon back in 2003, Lieutenant Frazier, I carried what I thought was the toilet I was buying tonight. Apparently that was lost.
I want my money back.
I'm out in the tube.
happiness.
I personally, as lieutenant, carried the other toilet. Hong Kong, Pattaya, Phuket, Singapore, Darwin, everywhere else. But this other lieutenant was about 4 feet tall. All right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Buy our heritage back on behalf of the B-22 guys, not that it matters, all dragons, right? But I was a dragon before all of you. So this belongs to me
2009.
in spirit and in money. $300 on the bar. Have a good time. It's ours for tonight.
money back.
As a heritage. Now the B-22 guys, the new dragons, understand the lineage of the Thunder Mug, and we'll carry it forward with the heritage of the dragons. We appreciate it.